Phone like that manage? He's no better than you or me?
Maybe not.
He's got a grenade!
What?
He's still here!
I don't see anything!
I see him!
There he is!
Get the pezzo di merda out!
Loading!
Some place. Guards! Guards! Please!
You're to meet with Tino's men. They're on a farm near Ludovici's villa, keeping an eye on things. They can be a little rough. But first, let's get you what you need to get the job done. Careful what you say around my wife. Anyway, you ready?
I am.
Confidence is good, but don't let it become arrogance. Oh, Valerio! Enzo here needs to see you about the pest problem.
I'll be in my workshop. Send him down.
Luca! No need to hold his hand, he's a big boy. Get back here.
This woman, she's lucky I love her.
Not just a stable boy anymore, eh?
Something like that.
Well, if you're here for grown man's work, I have what you need. Take a look around. Choose what you like and then come and see me. Ah, a large bore pistol. That thing will tear through just about anything. The hunting shotgun. Packs a real punch up close. She'd help you out with your pest problem. You've chosen then.
I have.
Good. I suggest you go fetch a car. You never know. These pests you're after could start shooting back.
Strunzo won't even have us inside.
I wouldn't let you in my house either.
What? You told me your pigs sleep in the back room.
Don't take it personally. My wife is very particular.
Vaffanculo, he's dead.
Come in, Enzo.
I want to speak with you about my daughter. When Isabella became involved, however, it became our business. Now we must send a message to all around that Torrisi takes care of his family and his affairs. Will you do that, Enzo? I will. Good.
Let's go.
We can't let them get away! I drive. You shoot. It won't last much longer. Bye!
Wonder our returns. Where have you been? Nowhere. Been busy.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
Teach them a lesson.
Mafia the Old Country is an origin story for the Mafia universe, and as such, it's both a step forward and a return to the fundamentals of the franchise. It's a premium experience in the vein of early Mafia games, with a linear narrative set against the stunning, authentic backdrop of 1900 Sicily. Painstakingly created with the utmost authenticity and detail using Unreal Engine 5.
The first step for us was to make sure that we were nailing all of the things that players expect from a Mafia game. The quality of its storytelling, how immersive it is, how authentic it is. Previous Mafia games have been set in big American cities. We've taken the action and we've put our story in rural Sicily, in the place where the Mafia began.
It feels really unique and different, but yet really familiar. Players are really going to enjoy that aspect of it.
Enzo grows up in a sulfur mine. He's one of a bunch of children that are sold to the mine owners at this point in history in Sicily. Their life expectancy is short and they're essentially seen as disposable.
Enzo turns to crime as a means to make something of himself. The odds are stacked against him. So what does he do? He sees an opportunity for himself to gain some status, to gain some respect.
The high stakes of the Mafia life present opportunities for us as storytellers to take players and put players through the ringer, really, in terms of what happens to the character, what happens to them in the game.
You again.
What makes a really compelling gameplay experience is the mix of the high intensity combat, cover play, cover shooting, set by these beautiful cinematics that make what you do in the combat so much more meaningful because you're fighting for something you really believe in.
Authenticity and immersion are key. And so we wanted to take that philosophy from the storytelling and make sure that it was consistent in the gameplay.
Guns, and we wanted the combat to feel like there was a scarcity of resources, so you have to be more tactical in the way that you approach combat. The knife has been an integral part of gameplay. It's a part of Sicilian culture.
It's about the characters, it's about the music, it's about the story, it's about the setting, it's about the vistas, it's about the vehicles, it's everything.
The characters' relationships with each other, the way they behave, is very much influenced by that setting and that cultural difference. It's particularly suited to the Sicilian setting.
We've really been able to push the boat out in terms of sort of the real tiny details on everything.
You know, one of the big ones for me is metahuman. You have characters that have really lifelike expressions, micro details. You know, many times when I'm watching the game, especially on a big screen in 4K, I start to forget that they're characters rendered in an engine. They just look like real characters in a movie. I think that's the level of immersion that we want, and it allows people, I think, to really suspend their disbelief and go along for the ride.
Enzo is beautifully rendered in the game, and I think he's one of the most compelling game characters we've seen for a long time.
The thing I'm most excited about from Mafia the Old Country is finally getting the game in players' hands.
The story pulls you through really quickly, and at the end, it takes your breath away, and it's one that you're not going to want to spoil for your friends.
The visuals and the storytelling are absolutely next level.
Our setting's completely distinctive. Our story's completely unique. This is a game that you haven't played before. The best crime stories have unforgettable twists, and this game's no exception.
Come forward. All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life, a brotherhood.
You're here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side.
This life is one of secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman. This is between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
He died for my father, for his honor.
I won't let you do the same.
We have a traitor.
It stays between me and you.
It's family. Loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
What are you doing here?
Looking for Luca.
Is he here? Sticking around where you don't belong will be the last thing you do. Capisti?
To become a man of honor, repeat these words.
I swear my loyalty to this family. My flesh must burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo. Honor, obedience. They set the man apart from the rest. You took care of Messina, but this matter is not yet resolved. Will you help me bring it to a close?
Of course, Tantorisi. You again.
Follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family? It's a brotherhood. Treachery and deceit do not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Mafia: The Old Country is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated narrative-driven games of 2025, delivering a return to the franchise's roots with a grounded, character-driven crime drama. Developed by Hangar 13 and published by 2K, the game is set to launch on August 8, 2025 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Set in early 1900s Sicily, the game follows Enzo Favara, a young man who escapes a brutal life in the sulfur mines and rises through the ranks of Don Teresi's growing crime family in the fictional town of San Celeste. This prequel story serves as an origin point for the Sicilian Mafia and the values, betrayals, and bloodlines that shaped the series' criminal legacy. With its linear structure and cinematic storytelling, Mafia: The Old Country distances itself from the open-world sprawl of Mafia 3. Instead, it returns to a mission-based format focused on tight pacing, deep characters, and immersive historical detail. Built on Unreal Engine 5, the game showcases stunning visuals powered by lumen lighting, nani-geometry, and full ray tracing, rendering San Celeste's dusty streets, crumbling villas, and shadowy catacombs with dramatic realism. A 9-minute gameplay trailer, released during IGN's summer preview, revealed an atmospheric mix of stealth, horseback traversal, shootouts, and interrogation mechanics. It also confirmed the game has officially gone gold, with no delays expected. New systems add depth to the player experience. A reputation mechanic governs Enzo's relationships with allies and enemies, branching missions based on moral decisions and family loyalty. Interactive interrogations and bribery options allow for non-linear mission approaches, while combat includes contextual melee kills, weapon degradation, and a manual reload system true to the era. Players explore San Celeste's diverse locations, rural farms, opulent estates, and seedy taverns, each teeming with ambient storytelling, in-world documents, and NPC behavior that reveals the town's hidden history. Enzo's character arc is central to the game's emotional weight. Developers have confirmed that your choices can shape his legacy. Will he remain loyal to Don Teresi or carve out his own criminal empire? Dialogue choices and gameplay paths influence both story outcomes and how rival factions respond. Authenticity is a major focus. Full voice acting is available in English, French, German, Czech, Russian, Sicilian, and Spanish, with Italian subtitles included. Hangar 13 also partnered with Italian developer Stormin Games to ensure cultural fidelity, especially in language, dress, and architecture. 2 editions will be available at launch: a standard edition and a deluxe edition, which includes a digital soundtrack, art book, and early access to a post-launch story expansion focusing on Don Teresi's rise to power. Pre-ordering either version grants players the Soldado Pack, featuring exclusive cosmetics and in-game perks. Despite the crowded release window, Mafia: The Old Country is being positioned by both critics and fans as a standout title, especially with GTA 6's delay to 2026, leaving a gap for story-rich crime games. With its focus on morality, legacy, and survival, and its combination of refined gameplay, deeply human storytelling, and technical polish, Mafia: The Old Country is not only a love letter to the series' origins, but also a bold statement of where single-player narrative games can still go. It may not be the biggest game of 2025 in size, but it could be among the most impactful in heart and design. Now you can enjoy the screenshots without any interruption. Enjoy.